as an interested member from the majority side of these changes that are continuously becoming regular, that every now and then it's become like a musical chair to be a leader in this house. On this side of the house, Mr. Speaker. And therefore, it will, the only point of concern for me is that as legislators, perhaps it is time we had a discussion on how, in our handling of the Political Parties Act, and we had great debate here last time, Mr. Speaker, that act was brought before this House, I think in 2016 or 2017, that we give ourselves a bit more of power, with the exception of Senator Moses Wetangula, who's a party leader. I don't see anyone else who's a party leader here. But it is increasingly becoming clear that if you're a legislator elected on a political party, if it gets to a point where you disagree, sometimes out of good principle and out of values that clash between what the party leader is pursuing and the people that you represent, you serve at a very precarious position. So therefore, we need to find a common ground discussion where Parliament is insulated, sort of, from the whims of politics that is sometimes not very useful to the business of this House. How, for example, Mr. Speaker, do you expect a member of a political party to oversight the executive if any form of criticism against a government policy is considered disrespect to the party leader? And that is something that in these days, I see the majority and the minority side struggle. It is not time that we criticize each other, Mr. Speaker, because I have seen on many occasions members cast their votes without even debating, because they know deep down they don't believe the things that their parties are asking them to do. And all of us have been victims of all those. So now that we have gone beyond the face of finger pointing and saying, oh, you have done this, we've done this, can we have a honest conversation as legislators? How is it that we shall ensure that our responsibility, as enshrined under Article 96 of our Constitution, that you are able to legislate, you are able to oversight the executive, and you are able to represent your people without having to look back? Party leaders should learn the habit of realizing that when you move around in a county, you do not have a mechanism for which you can establish, say, for Senator Irungu Kangata, perhaps, how many people voted for Jubilee as a party and supported him and not the president, or the president and not him. It's not easy to measure. And it is a wrong assumption to believe that since somebody is going for a higher seat, then all of us benefited out of his influence in certain regions. It's a very serious and candid conversation which I want to believe that in the next few days, perhaps Justice and Legal Affairs Committee needs to lead us, so that even when it comes to the matter of determining parliamentary party leadership, we are in the days of BBI. I don't know whether it will live to see the light of the day, but should it live to see the light of the day, Mr. Speaker, and become a reality, where we become a house of 94 members, say for Senate, for example, Mr. Speaker, you may find that there will be fragments of small parties that have 20, 15, 30 membership. How will we determine leadership positions? How will we determine committee chairmanship? Yet you know that in the two houses of parliament that have existed post the current constitution, Mr. Speaker, it has been simple because we've always had a contest between two coalitions, sort of. But when you get to a point where there will be 3 or 4 more coalitions, even deciding house leadership will become something quite chaotic. And therefore, I propose, Mr. Speaker, that let us, as members of parliament, party leaders don't legislate in this house. How can we legislate and give them power for them to abuse the way it is being abused in this current session of parliament? Let us give ourselves that power so that we sit here, you canvass, you talk to your colleagues. If they believe that you warrant to be their majority whip, deputy whip, majority leader, and any other position, chairman of a parliamentary committee, they will grant you that position. So that this business of people sitting at a particular hotel and determining. You know, I watched yesterday in bewilderment as the Secretary General of Jubilee saying we have decided. And you wonder, parliamentary leadership is a decision of I, as a member of Jubilee Party. It is us as a coalition who sit as members elected in this house and decide who becomes. By the way, as way of democracy, we have no problem. When you later on table the documents as has been requested by Leader of Majority Kipchumba Murkomen, then we will get to know who supported, who did not support. That is democracy, Mr. Speaker. But what I find to be an insult to us as leaders, and it's something that we have allowed to be perpetuated.
Speaker, of course, we can't get into the details of what happened on the